What up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Sabro94 once again in the expanded format using the deck that I love, Emboar with Charizard V and the other fire and non-fire attackers to be paired up with Emboar. It's not Raybor anymore, but the idea is the same. We try and get one-hit knockouts. We try and do at least a lot of damage. It's very difficult to get one-hit knockouts these days, even when you do something like 220 with Charizard. It's not quite enough. Once upon a time, that would have been golden damage. And I think I'm just going to have to make another video dedicated on Arceus Dialga Palkia GX because I still can't believe that card is still around, and I'm really losing my patience with that card. It's really pissing me off when you just lose just because your opponent uses that. They just use the GX attack, use the energy acceleration attack, and they got you in checkmate. It's bullshit. But anyway, looks like my opponent is going to be playing Blissey though. A strong deck and expanded as well, but not super unfair like Arceus GX paired up with either Dragonite or just anything else. It's going to make it more broken. We're going to use this opportunity to use Skyla and get the Nest Ball, use the Nest Ball to get Tepic. Not very a super amazing play, gaining a lot of cards to our supporter, just one card with Scala. But because I have Kramer V opened up with it, fortunately, I'm just going to use it, get the Heavy Ball, and get Rare Candy. So if there's no disruption from my opponent next turn, then I'll get the Emboar out instantly, which is what you want to get. And Kramer really helps with this. I mean, I have it as a sniper in this deck, but I mean, the first attack is just amazing. Now, unfortunately, my opponent. Okay, wow, so he did search Marnie, but it's gonna use Boss's Orders instead. Wow. And miraculously, we survived with 10 HP. That's crazy. And I actually drew the Emboar anyway. Okay, so I guess we're gonna use the Heavy Ball to get Charizard instead. So that's another good use for Heavy Ball. At least I have an attacker I can grab too. Now, it's not ideal to have this big old Emboar with 4 retreat in the active position. It's very annoying. I mean, it isn't unheard of me to just attach 4 energies and retreat, but we're probably not going to be able to do this right now. So the important thing is that I got it out, so I'm going to try and attach as many energies as I can because it looks like it is going to be stuck. It's going to stay stuck in the active position here. So Professor's Letter going to get 2 more energies. I wish I had even more to be honest, but that's not going to be the case. Now, Blissey is a very dangerous Pokemon because if you allow it to set up, then it can get a big KO on any Pokemon, like super easily. 300 damage, over 300 damage, even 400. It can have enough energies and special energies and just KO anything. Now, the good thing that I got in this deck, though, is that once I do have Emboar, I can retaliate every turn. So even if he does healing, it's not going to be enough. Or we can just utilize double V. Like if it gets on one prize, and then I can do like 270 and kill the big Blissey. Usually it's just going to be one Blissey with 10 energy on it. If my opponent is clever enough, he's going to try and build another one. But usually they just build the active one, and they kind of have to. I mean, if they want to just get that unstoppable ball rolling. So he gets the KO on the Emboar, he's going to get his prize, and this Blissey has a lot of energies, so not that good. I top deck a fire energy, so at least I'll be able to make an attack with Charizard, and what we need to do right now is get another Emboar out. We gotta get one out. So I'm gonna use Via Seeker, and that's a tough one, but should I go with N? Should I go? I think I'm gonna go with Skyla once again. Gonna do the guaranteed thing. Just use Skyla to get Nest Ball, the last Nest Ball, and just get another Tepic guaranteed on the bench. And then hopefully next turn, Juniper can do the trick. I don't want to be discarding the stuff that I'm gonna discard, but you never know. I might top deck another Emboar or something. It's not pretty, as you guys can see. This sort of Emboar deck, there's a reason why they're not top decks, because they can be very inconsistent. Like, your goal is always to get the Emboar out, get a stage 2 Pokemon out, and at the same time you gotta gather the energies to make the big attacks. And when you have all of these energy recovery cards, like the Fire Crystal and other cards, they're just not going to add on to your consistency, helping you get there. Okay, so big attack with Charizard. It's up to my opponent what he's going to do. These Blisses have the Cape of Toughness too, giving them 50 more HP, so 300 HP Pokemon. But I can get rid of those, I have tool removal. So he decided to attack. I thought for sure he was gonna like maybe switch or something, or at least heal. But he decided to just get the KO, so this Blissey got 3 prizes. So even if it dies, I mean, it did put in the work. But the thing is that, you know, once a Blissey dies with no energies, they gotta start from scratch once again. And when they start from scratch, they don't do a lot of damage. And then we're gonna have the advantage. So as fortune would have it, I don't believe it, but I did top deck another Emboar. I was very lucky there because, I mean, we did have the Juniper, but it's just a much smoother thing now that I know that I got the Emboar guaranteed. And I'm going to have to sacrifice the energy here, but, you know, it is what it is. So Juniper, get another Tepic down, and play the Charizard down once again. Even going to play the Capture Energy. And search out, what are we going to search out? Double V, let's go ahead and do that. And Trainer's Mail. So what do I have here? Okay, so either Heat Factory or Computer Search, I think is what I should get. So I'm going to go for the Computer Search because I don't have a supporter. I mean, I'm going to get a bunch of prizes here, but just in case. So Blissey is out. The Big Danger is out. It's going to draw a card through the draw energy there. I think it has a different name. Collect it. No, I think it's... I don't know, but it's basically the special energy that lets us draw a card every time your Pokemon gets attacked. Anyway, so he's going to play Fan of Waves. Wow, that's super strange. I mean, it's strange because there's Enhanced Hammer and Expanded. Like, a Fan of Waves is strictly a standard card, and I guess it's Rapid Strike compatible too. It's part of the archetype. Now, I'm doing pretty okay so far. The important thing is that we have Emboar out, and we're going to try and get out even another one. Best case scenario is you want to have at least 2 around, so if your opponent picks on one, you have the other one. And, you know, the more time passes and, you know, we just set up and draw through our cards, the better this deck becomes. So he makes an attack. It's not really going to do anything to Cramorant V, but my opponent did grab a bunch of energies. Now the dude is dangerous once again. And I'm going to use this opportunity, Computer Search. We're going to discard the Tepic and the Mew. I'm not going to be needing these cards now. And I will get Fire Crystal. That should do the trick. Later on, we're going to use Fisherman too. So Fire Crystal, get me these fire energies. So Cramorant V is going to be able to make another attack. And I can actually even, I think I'm just going to, it's just going to be pretty risky, but I'm just going to put them on the Charizard. Just put one on the Cramorant V to retreat. And just hope that I see more with this Cynthia. This is a pretty risky play, but I'd rather just do more damage rather than do just 160 with Cramorant. Because then he might be able to heal enough damage, and then even Charizard won't be able to do the trick. I mean, you never know, but I did see the energies. You never know in the sense that maybe it was going to be enough damage just using the Cramorant and Charizard, but I think the healing cards are going to start coming. I mean, he must be running them with this Blissey deck. So we're just going to go all out. I mean, if you do a lot of damage, even if you can't KO the Blissey, if you can follow that up with another very strong attack, they're usually not going to be able to heal the damage completely. Okay, we're going to put the energies on Double as well. I'm doing this as a sort of backup because there is a chance he could pick on the Emboar, and then if Emboar dies, I can't attach energies. I don't have any attack already, and then it's game over. So did this. It's kind of risky, but I do what I have to do. He has this humongous ass hand, man, and I don't have anything. Kind of have to spend our resources, and when you don't get prizes, it's not so good. But I'm still in the game here. I'm doing pretty okay, if I say so myself. We're in a good control in the sense that, his Blissey needs to be healthy. Like the Blissey with all the energies that's attacking has to remain healthy for there to be a threat. And it's going to use another boss's orders, and he picked on the Emboar. I was right in my thinking that he might pick on it, but seeing as I attached the energies, I thought he was going to pick on the double V. So, that way my plan backfired. But he didn't. I think he wasn't going to be able to get the one hit KO before grabbing these energies. But I don't know. I guess I'd need to do some math. He had like two DCs and two other energies, so that would be like 8 energies. Or maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I think he was just going to be a little short of a knockout, or maybe he could have gotten the knockout. But since he decided to kill the Emboar, now we're going to retaliate with double V. The dude is dead, or the girl is dead. Please, he's only a chick in the games. And I'm in a pretty good position. Even though the Emboar is out, I'm going to get another one pretty soon. And I have energies in play. That's the thing, If he decided to kill the Emboar, then it means double V has the energy still. At this point, we should be doing a lot of damage. So 2 and 2, we're even when it comes to prizes. This Blissey, once again, is going to need to build with energies. Has 3 so far. And it is going to be dangerous, though, because I'm not going to be able to use any of my other 2 prize Pokemon anymore. So Fan of Waves, goddamn, a second one. Dude, why are you running that card? There's 3 in the discard pile, actually, so he used 2 and probably discarded 1. I have no idea why he's running that card. So many copies. I guess he doesn't know about Enhanced Hammer and expand it. I don't know. Anyway, so he decided to pick on Charizard V once again. He used like 3 bosses orders so far in this game. Now, it is a decent plan, try and get the dude stuck. He needs 3 energies to retreat, and I can't really accelerate energies for him to attack. So what we're gonna do here, let's see, I've got more than enough fire energies in the discard pile. So I think I'm just gonna spend the switch. Let's grab 2 with the fire crystal. I mean, I guess I could have retreated and just get more out of the fire crystal, but it is what it is. We're just gonna keep the other 2 in the Charizard. The whole point of all this is to just make sure I attack with Moltres. Attacking with Moltres means that I can still do a lot of damage to put the Blissey in a 2-hit KO range, hopefully. And if Moltres dies, I only give out 1 prize, and I essentially still got a shot at this. And we're going to make sure to use Via Seeker and get N too. So use Moltres and make sure we N. That was the goal for this turn. So this gives me the best possible chance to just corner this guy and then just finish him off with one of the other attackers. So he goes well played. I don't know if this means that he has like another boss's orders or something. That would be bad. We'd lose. Or if he's just going, GG because I made a good play. And hopefully this did just mess him up. I mean, he has used a bunch of boss's orders so far. I think there must be a few like Via Seekers in the discard pile too. I'm not sure. He can't use this Blissey though. He has to just retreat it. So he is going to do that switch. So he's still hanging on. And now 2 Blisseys are going to have a bunch of energies. So this puts me in a pretty dangerous position. Because I would lose if I didn't have Cramorant V. But thankfully, we do have Cramorant V. And I just need to use Fisherman, attach the energies, and then snipe the other Blissey, and it's GG. So 3 energies in the discard pile, grab them with Fisherman. And as you guys can see, N, as always, just putting in the work. N wins games, man. That card wins games. I mean, it's been winning games since the Black and White era. Its predecessor, Rocket's Admin, did the same in the EX era. It's just going to be the best forever. Like Marnie came out, like the new Roxanne is gonna come out, but N is just fucking N. Is unmatchable. So that's a GG right here with the snipe. Hope you guys enjoyed this match with Emboar. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, share this video with your friends, and I'll see you guys next time. What